Good morning, everyone. Virgo here. It is July 12th, 2019, and I'm over here on the Busters website because although we have gone over this scam in the past a few weeks ago, this is becoming a huge problem. It's becoming such a big problem, as a matter of fact, that through me asking over the last couple of days, every single person that I've spoken to has had this scam attempted on them, and that is the Social Security scam. I'm going to read this article to you. I think it's extremely important that you guys share this and make sure that everybody that you know, your whole family, even your kids that have cell phones, know about this scam. It's taking a lot of people, especially those that are elderly, and it seems as though, by looking at the statistics, 55 and above seem to be the ones that are really taking a hit for this. So the Social Security scams have become an epidemic. The government says Internet Scam Busters number 865. And this link will be in the description for you. If you prefer to not have to have them watch the video, you can certainly just pass on the website, the link. Pretending to be from the IRS is getting tougher for scammers, so they've switched their attention to Social Security. In fact, Social Security impersonations have moved into the top slots among imposter scams. We'll explain what the crooks are up to in this week's issue and tell you about 10 things that you can do to avoid these scammers. Let's get started. Social Security imposter scams have now reached an epidemic proportion in the U.S., outstripping IRS impersonation scams for the first time, according to the federal government. Some 76,000 complaints, valuing losses at more than $19 million, were filed in the 12 months prior to April of 2019. The comparable IRS sum was $17 million. But it gets worse. Almost half of those complaints came in the final 2 months of that period, signaling criminal activity on a huge and growing scale. That can only happen because the scam is actually working. And that 19 million accounts for a tiny 3.4% of the complaints. The rest relate to reports of Social Security number thefts, which can subsequently be used for identity theft. The median or midpoint among individual losses comes out at around $1,500 per victim, which is about 4 times the amount lost in other types of fraud. The indication of the scale comes from the 55 plus age group organization AARP, its director of Fraud Victim Services, says a massive 94% of calls to its helpline are about Social Security scams. The current main scam comes in a call from an imposter claiming that the victim's Social Security number has been used in a crime and so it has been suspended. Sometimes they already have the individual's Social Security number, and if not, they ask for it as confirmation. Then, in order to reactivate or unfreeze the account, the victim will have to pay a fee, usually in gift cards or virtual currency like Bitcoin. Often, crooks also doctor the caller ID so that it looks like the call is genuinely coming from the Social Security Administration. The calls may also be automated robocalls, but invite the recipient to press 1 to speak to an SSA official. This can all seem pretty concerning, except for one major factor. The Social Security Administration does not suspend Social Security numbers, period, nor do they call and demand money. So, if you get one of these calls, you can safely hang up. Other variations of Social Security scams tricks aimed at stealing your info include calls or emails saying that you're entitled to a refund. You need to update your account information. The SSA computers are down. You need to enroll in a new program. They need you to answer some security questions, such as giving your mother's maiden name. It's all about identity theft. There's a snail mail version in addition, folks. Another scam even arrives by regular snail mail. It is a letter that offers additional security for your Social Security account. But of course, there's a form to fill in and all of your personal information. Right now, there's an additional scam threat to Social Security recipients. Due to an oversight, the Social Security Administration actually forgot to deduct Medicare-related premiums from 250,000 Social Security payments for the first 5 months of this year. Yes, they really did this. That means you may get a bill from Medicare Advantage or drug plan insurer for the outstanding sums. But because the issue is potentially confusing, scammers will almost certainly use it to try to lever more money out of the older folks. If you get one of these bills, verify that the money genuinely hasn't been deducted from your Social Security check, and then download this explanation of what to do from Medicare. So here is the link. Anybody that you know that is on disability or Social Security, please make sure that you forward this information to them, as this is getting quite serious, okay? Here are some other things to know to avoid falling victim for this scam. Number one, note that the Social Security Administration never emails requests for personal information, nor does it visit homes without making a prior appointment. Never provide personal, financial, or other confidential information in response to an unsolicited call. Any such request is a scam. Don't wire money to someone you don't know, even if they say they're from the Social Security Administration. And don't be fooled by callers who already have your Social Security number or the last 4 digits. Don't trust your caller ID. Ignore phone threats. That's not the way the government departments operate. You won't get any calls, by the way, you guys, from the IRS either, just in case you don't know. The IRS doesn't make calls, they use mail. If you're in any way concerned that the call might be genuine, call the Social Security Administration on 1-800-772-1213 or 1-800-269-0271, or contact your local Social Security office. Stay in touch and learn about the latest tricks from scam busters, and please share this report with friends and family, especially those that are over the age of 55 or they get a disability check. It's really important, you guys, really important. This is taking a lot of people. There are a lot of people that have, I just talked to somebody the other day that paid $369 because they believed that their Social Security number was frozen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and post this link in the description underneath this video. It's probably easiest for everyone to just go ahead and share the video on your social media. But in the event that you've got somebody that you want to make sure has this information, the link is always available too. Scambusters is a great site for scams like this, to check them out and make sure that you're not getting scammed, or to get hints on how to protect yourself. I get this report every single week, and if you go onto their website, there is an area that you can enter your email address in, and you'll get a weekly report from them, which is a wonderful thing to have in order to keep up to date. So I wanted to make sure you guys had this. Like I said, every single person that I've spoken to over the last 2 or 3 days has claimed that they've received one of these calls. So this is a really, really urgent one to make sure that friends and family, even kids, get the information and know for sure that they don't need to be calling this number back. The Social Security Administration and the IRS will not call you, and they definitely are not going to be calling and asking for money. You would receive information by mail from both of these offices if there was really an issue, and if you do get mail, make sure you pick up the phone and you call them. All right, you guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.